Everybody, hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Given the election day, I decided to do something fun, and we're going to be looking at stocks on both sides. If President Trump wins the election, what stocks could perform well? And then if Vice President Harris wins the election, we'll have some stocks that could be performing well. So, the biggest thing, guys, is I'm not going to be political on here. I'm just going to be kind of talking about basic things that they have talked about during their presidential campaign, and some stocks that could benefit and companies that could benefit from this. So, I hope you guys all enjoy this. If you guys do, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you guys want to learn more about swing trading and trading in the markets, check out our school. We have an amazing school for those of you that don't know. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass here, and I'll put it down below here. And you guys can use code VOTE to get 50% off. Why did Warren Buffett sell his stock? I think he's just kind of thinning out some shares, to be honest with you. Warren Buffett is starting to thin out. I don't think he's going to sell all of them out, but he's just kind of covering profit, which I do think is always good to do. All right, let's go ahead and get our charting up and ready. And if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started here. So we'll start with Trump, and then we'll work to Harris. So one of the stocks here that performed well during his campaign in the past is NRG. My goodness, I couldn't even speak there. NRG here is an energy stock. During Trump's presidential campaign, he's really focused on trying to reduce, energy, and this could be, drilling more and stuff like that. And this stock during his presidential campaign went up about 97%. So I do think if he wins that election, we could see some continuation out of this, as well as you guys can kind of see, we've had a great year out of this, to begin with, and it's a stock that pays a dividend of about 1%. Let's go ahead and see what the analysts state. The average analyst price target is about $100. Given that it's $91, we could see, some momentum going in that direction here. Another stock here, I get a lot of news notifications unrelated to my alerts. I think is it on your mobile? Is it on mobile? I know on mobile, if you have an iPhone, you can go ahead and change your notification settings that way, to be honest with you. But another stock here is URA. I had to take a step back. So this is a uranium ETF. This is another energy stock. I do think we'll see some continuation out of this, and looking back here, we did see some decent growth out of this. And I do think, the general population is going to be, we're going to be more focused on nuclear in the future. So if you have an Android, I think in your notification settings, you can change, whatever, notifies you. But this is another play here as well. Ticker symbol URA. Then we also have a pharmaceutical company here. Now this one here had a great, this is just a powerhouse of a stock to begin with. But I think more importantly, right, look at that upward trend. This is a pharmaceutical company that performed very, very well during, Trump's campaign. So we could see some continuation out of this in the future here. So the average analyst price target for this one is $520 for a stock that's at about $500. Could see about, you might be able to change it on the Moomoo app. I have an iPhone, so I'm not 100% sure on how, I can look here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm not sure just because on mine, it's in the settings for that. And then for President Harris here, wait, let me look up. I want to look up something. And then obviously I think one that we haven't really talked about here is DJT. Obviously I do think Trump media is going to see some movement if he wins the election. And given the stocks, near and around that 200-day moving average line, I think that there could be a move from like 34 to, probably $50, $60 if he wins the election. That's the thing about this one, is it's very, very influenced on what he does. So if he wins the election, this thing will squeeze. If he loses, I do expect some sell-off out of this one. But overall, guys, these are the really top ones that are gonna be influenced, I guess, the best way to put it here. We also here have heard that like JP Morgan with Donald Trump may be affected by him, but I do think one of the things that President Trump has mentioned that he wants to do is try to cut the interest rates for credit cards, which could reduce revenue for banks. So take that into consideration as well with banking. And then Harris during her campaign here has, stated a couple of things, like canopy growth here. And this is, I believe this is a, cannabis company. This is and she wants to try to get cannabis, more across the United States, which could obviously mean more revenue for cannabis companies. Also, companies like First Solar, more clean energy stocks could see some continuation, see some buying pressure out of it. She believes more in a clean energy, wind, solar, stuff like that. And then LEN, this is a building company. She wants to, give a lot of tax credits and credits for newly built homes. So like LEN, could see some continuation. I do think that's why we're seeing a lot of buying pressure out of a variety of stocks. On that note here, a company like Plug Power, obviously, yes, look at the stock chart and all that stuff, before you guys, the fundamentals and everything. The biggest thing about a lot of these is they're going to be like highly risky, highly growth stocks to begin with. So, if he or she wins the campaign, we could see a little momentum going either direction. So, and a lot of these, unfortunately, really don't pay too much attention to like fundamentals. It's more just like, what's the best way to put it? Like emotion-based investing. It's not like logical-based. And then the last one here is like Rivian. I do think like a company like Rivian could perform well. And the thing is like I said, more clean energy. It's a electric car company. I do think a company too for both could perform well is Tesla. And I know Elon definitely leans more towards, Trump. I think he endorsed him. But with that being said here, I do think like a EV company like Tesla, could benefit a little bit as well from both sides. If you look at it, okay, EV for Harris, and then, tax credits, stuff like that, maybe for Trump, more of the corporation route. But overall, guys, these are really the top stocks that I have found that could have potential on both sides. So guys, go out and vote for whoever you feel is best. I'm excited for this upcoming election, and like always, before you guys trade, before you guys buy a stock, do your own research and make an educated decision on what you guys should invest in. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Just a short live stream, not as much swing trading and stuff. Maybe we'll go live later this evening for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll end it here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Take care.